North and South Korea are East Asian countries that occupy the Korean Peninsula. They are bordered by the Sea of Japan, the Korea Strait, the Yellow Sea, China, and Russia. Together, they are about the size of Mississippi and Indiana combined. South Korean factories make computers, televisions, and cars for sale around the world. Carefully planned industrial growth and trading with other countries has helped make South Korea prosperous, but this country was not always as successful as it is today. North Korea and South Korea were separated into communist and non-communist countries after World War II. The North Korean communists wanted to take control of the whole Korean peninsula, but the South Korean government did not want to become part of a communist country. South Korea was invaded by communists from North Korea in 1950. With help from the United States, South Korea was able to stay free. The North Korean army was sent back to the north, but many of South Korea's farms, fisheries, and mines were destroyed in the war. The United States gave money to South Korea and helped rebuild the country after the war. The government used the money to build factories that could produce heavy machinery as well as cars and electronics. The goods made in South Korean factories were sold around the world, and this trade made South Korea one of the richest countries in Asia. But North Korean factories have not been as productive as those of its neighbor to the south. Today, North Koreans have a much lower standard of living than South Koreans. North Korean factories used to produce iron, steel, and chemicals for sale to other communist countries. But when the former Soviet Union and East Germany abandoned communism, North Korea's government lost these trading partners. As a result, North Korea is one of the poorest countries in the world. North Korea receives donations of food from around the world because it is so poor. These donations are extremely important because they are helping many people in this Asian country survive. North Korea and South Korea are very different countries. One is a communist government and the other is a democracy. But despite differences in their governments, people living in the North and South are still Koreans. There are people in both countries who hope that the differences between North Korea and South Korea are not great enough to keep the two countries apart forever.